So guys, this is showing you me getting Tessa out again, and I'm going to do kind of a running series on it. You can come up and show my face if you like, even though I'm kind of covered in a lather of sweat because this room is just really warm because I knew I'd be getting Tessa out and I want it to be nice and warm for her. So it's me getting Tessa out again because last time this blinking camera again had stopped recording during that whole process, and I have got one video that I'm actually editing right now that is showing me getting her out. So she was fed, so she hasn't been out for a few days, so hopefully she's not going to be too dramatic. Oh my God, I'm coming out of here and what's going to happen to me. Hopefully she's doing a lot better. So a running kind of theme, because everybody does have this question: how do you tame a nippy snake, a defensive snake, a baby snake, a young snake? And I kind of hope that with what I'm showing you and the information I'm giving you, and you can actually visually see it, rather than me trying to word it in a comment to people, you can kind of bring it into practice. Now, just because I do it this way doesn't mean, hey, this is how you do it, this is how I've done it, and this is how it's always worked for me. So I stick with what has worked. Of course, remembering every snake is an individual too, so you kind of got to adapt yourself to them along the way. So anyway, we'll get to it and we'll get this little missy out. So, she says, the door is open. Now, after Tessa has actually fed and digested, she's at that door, especially at night, saying, I'll come on out. And, you know, if she's doing that, I will get her out at that particular point, because she's kind of saying to me, I'll come on out. During the day, of course, like snakes, they sleep during the day, especially if it's hot, and because our temperatures are what they are inside all the time, she's happy to sleep during the day and only want to come out at night. So, but of course I'm disturbing her and saying, no, I'd really like you to come on out now. So, you know, you can see her deep breathing already, like, okay, something's happening, I'm a little bit worried, what is going to happen? So that's pretty normal. So I can't, you know, that will happen for a while, and eventually she'll know. That door opens and nothing terrible actually happens to me. So before the sweat starts dripping all the way down the sides of my face, we'll get going, because I guess she can make me work up a little bit of the lather of sweat too. So come on, Missy, you're going to come out, darling, today.
Don't let her bite Chase.
I won't.
Baby girl.
And I forget that Chase is right underneath me here, so I don't want to drop a snake on him actually, and I won't. She'll be alright. I just wanted to move and get out of that coiling position, because it'll be easier for me to actually get her. And yes, Missy, your mum is coming to say hello today. So what do you think? You're going to start moving? You're going to move out? So I can get a hook underneath you? You know, I like her to get moving and grooving, but she has a pretty good coil going on down there, over there, as you can see. So I need her to actually relax that up so that I can grab her and bring her on out. And once I get a fair amount of her out, I can then, and she does not like
Don't let her bite me on the face.
that over the top at all. I'll give her some
Don't let her bite you.
support that was awkward because I was really concerned about her flopping on Chase and not anything else. So, but anyway, there she is. So we will move on over here, which is our posse. And I keep bringing her back to the same place, guys. Every time I handle her, this is where we come to, because this is what she will become familiar with, is here. The things around her, what I'm doing, and all the rest of it. The thing is that she's still extremely concerned about the grabbing part of her. And I do try to avoid that, the actual grabbing of her and going from underneath her rather than grabbing her.
Hello, Bredli Hypo.
It's over the top of her that really bothers her still. But, you know, she's okay. She's doing fine. I still keep my movements very, very still. Now I'd like to turn that light around a little bit for Nana so that we've got some light here. Hello, darling. So as in holding her, you know, she's not tightly coiled anymore. Sure, she's interested in, can I get away from this person? But it's not fear. I want to get away from this person. You know, she's happy to, she is wanting to explore. She's also wanting to find a little hidey hole, but she's still happy to explore.
And I want to handle her.
So, not so graceful getting her out again, but believe me, she would be flying around that enclosure normally and doing everything within her power to avoid coming out. And she would grip with that tail and she would not let go. And she kind of has a little kink in her tail as well. But that's okay. She can have a little kink. But, you know, she's not a hypo because I can see some little black dots on her. Somebody said to me, oh, she's a hypo. And I said, no. She does have some little black dots and darker markings as you get further down, but certainly, you know, she's got no black markings around her bands at all. But she's still going to be one pretty, you know, little girl. You know, I'm trying to get to where I can hold her tail and let her grip me, and she not swing around and try and bite that hand, which she would have originally. I'm trying to get to where I can pat her on the top of her, which, oh my goodness, originally that was like, don't you even think about doing that. Of course, I'm still not stupid enough to shove my hand in front of her face. That's coming. She eventually is going to have to realise that I'm going to touch her head and that area of her, but I just know she's not ready for that. So, you know, I'm still going at her pace, and I'm loving her. I think she's adorable. She's got me a couple of times. One on my knee because I just moved it to let her go through, and she sort of swung around, went clunk, and a little bit before she got me on my knuckle. But then she was fine. So, you know, guys, I'm really happy with her, because she's going to be a big girl, fully grown that is. She's going to be a big girl, and it's just going to be so much fun. A Pani is also growing, so I'll be doing a bit of a catch up with a Pani soon. I want to do a rundown of my enclosure setups at the moment, and just go through them bit by bit by bit. I have done an enclosure setup video way earlier on when I first started, but I thought I would recap on all of that, and I will also be showing you the not new ones I've gotten. They are used, and I have a bit of work to do to them, so I'll show you them before I've even done anything with them. And I have Lacey's to put her heat panel in, and I've just bought some LED lights to put in there for her. So I'm just waiting for the drill bit that I need to drill some holes, and a guy that can help me out a little bit. You know, I'm not as young as what I used to be, and I could spend a whole day, which I did, I think, a weekend, putting Jack and Lily's enclosures together, and did that on my own and set everything up, and believe me, I was pretty tired at the end of it. But you know, once you start, you know, you've got to keep them going, because I really don't like having my snakes stuck in a tub for any length of time, and I didn't. I had pretty much Lily out on the hangout spot, and Jack laying on the jungle gym while I was doing all of this. So, you know, really my guys, and I don't know if it's a good thing, but when I travel they go in a tub, but if I'm home, I just let them hang where I know they're comfortable to hang, and I get on doing with the things that I know I need to do. A few interruptions, of course, if they're out and one decides they want to go for a little bit of a wander, but in general, I don't know, I think they know I'm busy. And you know, I was showing Lily, look, this is going to be your new enclosure, and you know, she's well settled into it, and it always worries me when I'm switching them over. You know, are they going to like this new enclosure, and am I doing the right thing? But I guess she'll tell me, won't she? So, and this little girl will actually go into Jessie's enclosure. So, all round, you know, she'll be quite comfortable in Jessie's by the time I get to switching him over. So, busy days ahead, guys. But anyway, there she is, and as you can see, you know, she's doing really, really well. And she's only got a couple of more fuzzies to go, and then she's going to be going up to hoppers, and she's ready. Certainly ready. Are you not, Tessa? So guys, there you go. I will try and get a little bit of a close-up of her cute little face.
Without being bitten.
Without.
Do not let her.
Oh, Taylah is not very happy when it comes to Tessa.
Move back, Mom.
No, there's no lighting there.
But
Just looks black. Holy crap.
there you go.
Yep, that's it. That's enough for me.
So guys, thanks for watching.
Like?
You know, the like, the subscribe, and I don't always say that. People say, you know, you should on it. Sorry, I was just checking Lily, who's fine. She's laying in a hammock. If Taylah wants to swing around, you will see Lily. And Jesse come down, well, he was down checking out what am I doing. Boy oh boy is he growing, I tell you. Jack is sleeping in his hide, and I don't know, Maya's was cruising a lot this morning, but she's possibly settled in somewhere right now. Apani I've had out a couple of times. She's doing really, really well, as you can see. She jumps when there's a quick movement quite easily, and this is what I mean. Noah is yet to tune in that can actually really startle them. So guys, I'm going to say ciao, and thank you Taylah for holding the camera today for me.
Good job.
We'll just see.
Don't say that, because then everybody will judge and be like, oh,
Yeah,
Taylah
well,
did a shit job of that.
If it's horrible recording, blame my daughter who laughed at me when my camera stops recording on me. So, ciao.